Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out today's video. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Yeti kill squad using a blimp. Now, I don't know where this came from, but I saw it first from Lexnos, who is a really great player for Tribe, formerly WHF. I'll link his channel in the description. I'm sure you guys have seen his channel. He's very popular. But this is where I first saw it from, and I thought, well, I might as well try this and go into the clouds because it looks extremely powerful. So here we're going with basically the Yeti kill squad into mass miners. It's kind of like Sui miners. But anyway, so I decided to come in at this Inferno Tower here. Now, trying to figure out this strategy, what I'm doing is I'm just looking for the best place to cut pathing, because for miners, you need pathing. And I thought going right at the town hall didn't give me a lot because it leaves those expos alive. So I thought if I come this side, I could cut the trash with a baby dragon or two and then be able to miner one side of the base. Now, the way I like to do it is I pull out the CC with the blimp. I bring the CC over with some archers, and then I kill it with a baby dragon and a poison. So that's what I'm doing here. This is very time consuming. And I'll say that I had my struggles with the timing of this raid, to say the least. But here we go, we're cutting that side of the funnel. I'm kind of looking around, trying to figure out which angle I want to come at this. So I put the king here, and then the queen kind of on the 9 o'clock side of the army camp. There we go. I'm going to mine her right through the middle of the base. Now I'm bringing 4 heals and 2 freezes, so I'm going to be pretty generous with these heals because it really doesn't matter about trying to be, I guess, what am I trying to say here? Whenever I do the hybrid, if I only have 2 heals, I'm pretty strategic about where I use those heals. With this attack, I'm just healing pretty much the entire raid. And I would say that this attack strategy is super strong, except for right now, the meta is very ground heavy. And because of that, there's all ground skellies, right? The CC is usually something that terrifies ground, or not terrifies, but tortures ground attacks, like 3 ice golems or something. So I would say that this attack is very strong, and I think it'll get stronger as Lalo gets stronger, because people will start going more to air skellies. And miners, when there's air skellies, miners run through bases. So I do manage to pull out the triple here, and this was the first attack in the clouds of the day. I was pretty surprised, so. But yeah. And also, I'm thinking the hybrid. I did just miners with this because I wanted to see what... I knew in the clouds I'd be getting a lot of ring bases, and I wanted to see what the miners would do with the ring bases. I know what the hybrid does, and I haven't used this strategy specifically with the hybrid, but I definitely am going to. I can't wait to see what it does. But anyway. Let's see. I think I go with the eagle for this one. Or do I go for the clan castle? I go for the clan castle. I think this was the live stream, and I think when I first looked at the base, I thought, oh, I really want to get that eagle, but then I said, no, I can't get the CC from there, and you have to get the CC, and this is why 2 dragons, you can't poison 2 dragons, right? You can, it just won't kill them. So had I gone at the eagle and then used the miners, this raid would have been toast, because those dragons would have killed all my miners, and there would be nothing I could do about it. So here they go. Pull the dragons off to the side. I'm going to use the poison and the baby method to take them down. There we go. And again, one of the things I need to work on is just timing. I need to get used to setting this up a little faster, because you're used to doing, if you're doing Sui anything, you put the heroes in, their work is done the first 30 seconds. Well, now you're taking a full minute to pull out the CC, drag the CC over, kill the CC, then start the Sui. So if you look, I'm already at a minute 32 in the raid, and I just started the Sui. So that's half a raid gone already. You gotta be really careful. So here we go, got the miners going in. Remember, I pretty much start healing right away, and sometimes I'll even warden right away if I feel like the eagles targeted my miners and it's just doing too much work. Like if you're taking on 2 scatter shots and the eagle starts striking the miners, you have to tome because they will die. There we go, got through the core, can heal the back end, taking the eagle dead last, which is something I would probably never suggest, but in this raid it just kind of happened that way, and I'm still learning this, so trying to figure out the best way to do this. Really, it's like anything, there's a learning curve, and I did this in FC a few times, and the first time I did it I 1-starred against a ring base, right? And it really just taught me that you cannot be very risky with this this particular comp, because once the miners go pathing around the town hall, that's it. And you can see here, I just time failed. Needed like maybe 20 or 30 more seconds, but again, that's me being slow on the initial setup of the attack. We start the Sui at a minute 30. That's pretty long and pretty gross. But here's the attack comp, right? I got 5 archers, a balloon, a wizard, 2 babies, 40 miners, 3 minions, 4 heals, 2 freeze, a poison, the Yeti kill squad, and the blimp, and a rage. Now, the 5 archers are just for pulling the CC over so that my baby dragons can kill them. And then once the CC's down, that's when I start the Sui. And then all I'm trying to accomplish is I use wherever I Yeti kill squad with the blimp, I use that as one side of the funnel, and I try to kill the CC and cut that funnel off with baby drags there. Then I Sui the other side of the base to create a funnel. Let's see what that looks like here. So we're going to go right at the town hall, I believe. Here we go. Gonna go ahead and rage them up. Let the Yetis take down the town hall. Now we need to pull. Oh, this is where I realized I didn't pull the CC. And I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be rough, right? So I'm just kind of looking over the landscape like, all right, I guess I could just go for pathing. I put the baby at the 3 o'clock corner, and I want to get that wizard tower down. So I put another baby to make sure one of those dragons goes in and gets that wizard tower. Now I put the king at the top, queen exactly at 12, and this establishes a really nice funnel for the miners. Now, this is not the best pathing in the world, because as they go in, the base just gets wider and wider and wider. I decided to tome right away because the eagle shots and the scatter shot were right there, and I had not placed a heal yet. Now I pull out the CC, it's like Ice Golem Witch, so I poison it and I freeze it to make sure the witches don't spawn any more skellies and that everything dies inside that poison. And it made me really wish I didn't burn the ability of the warden so early, because I was frozen under that ice golem. But anyway, everybody's working their way through the core. I still have a heal spell. Now the freezes, obviously you just kind of use them where you think is best. I usually try to freeze scatter shots. This time I froze the CC inside the poison and that back end scatter shot. But it just seems like I try to get the most value from splash damage freezing with those freezes. Anyway. So here we're just kind of working our way through the back end of the base. And it's looking like we're going to get ourselves another triple. And in this raid, we actually have a little bit of time left. You could see that I did not take nearly as much time to set up the CC kill and the Sui heroes. I kind of moved a little bit faster. I was still slow, but I was not nearly as slow as taking over a minute to get the Blimp and CC in. Or Blimp in and CC down. Okay, so here we're going to take a look at what I believe is the final raid of the day. Just kind of looking. I really want to try to sneak a Blimp through the Inferno compartment to the Town Hall. There's a hole in the base there, so I drop it there, hoping maybe we could get there. Now, spoiler alert, we don't get there. But we get pretty close. I don't think we even get the Town Hall down, but these old school island bases, they give you really good pathing. They're giving up good pathing for you. So really all I needed was to pull out the CC, which I do, and I'm going to drag it over. This guy's got witches and a balloon, it looks like. So here we go. Just making sure we get everything dragged over there. Let the baby kill the skellies. Keep dropping archers. As the archers die, I drop another archer to make sure I bring in the rest of those ground skellies. We really don't want the miners getting too distracted with it. There we go. Make sure we get that all cleaned up. We're going to put the king and the queen on the opposite side of where we blimp, right? So this one, I decided to put the king right there where I did blimp, and then put the queen on the other side because I really wanted to narrow this pathing and he would tank for the royal champion. I really wanted that royal champion to go to that Inferno tower, which she of course doesn't. But heal here right in front of the town hall. Use the warden. There's a lot of traps and stuff by the town hall. Of course, Legends League is a lot like single hit format wars where they trap the hell out of the town hall area in an attempt to make you 1-star. But so here we go, working our way around. Completely dodged that Inferno tower at the 6 o'clock, which was really frustrating. But they're slowly working their way through the core. They're coming around the 12 o'clock Inferno compartment. I still have a heal and a freeze, but there's a lot of base left, and I just used the last heal there because there's just so much splash damage in that core, and it's honestly not looking that good here. And at this point I'm thinking, man, this is a low percent. This is not what I wanted. But the troops just slowly work their way through. Like, the miners have a way of being deceptive where you just can't tell how many there are in each little group, or how many there are in each little group. And so it kind of looks like it's fizzled out, but then you look up and you're like, wow, I actually have like 8 miners left and there's only 1 Inferno tower. So yeah, we end up getting the dreaded 99 here. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. Shout out to Lexinos for sharing that blimp strategy with us with the Yetis. And try this strategy in Legends. It's hard. It's not easy, I'll be honest, but it is a lot of fun. And just something I'm playing with. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.